There, my 1-year-long Nintendo Switch Online boycott is finally over. 1 year has passed since Nintendo Switch Online set the Nintendo community in flames. The backlash was immense, so much so that the number of dislikes on the overview trailer for the paid service reached levels that we had not seen since a certain Metroid Prime Federation force. Yikes. And truly, back in September 2018, Nintendo Switch Online was a mess, which we also clearly showed through these videos.
The service lacked pretty much everything after the 1-week free trial period. Just to remind you, these will be things like 1. Death of the Virtual Console and replacement with a poor imitation of Netflix with a limited selection of NES games, although some of these could be played for the first time ever in online multiplayer. 2. Paying to store your save data in a cloud, since unlike the Wii and Wii U, you can't do it on an external hard drive. 3. A number of games such as Pokemon Let's Go and Splatoon not supporting cloud saves, and finally 4. A horrible app for voice chat and the deal breaker, no special deals. On top of all of that, you had massive issues with the lack of dedicated servers in online matches in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which left a bad taste in the mouth of many who had paid to get a better online experience. Naturally, fans and newcomers alike were not pleased, and for $20 annually, the service was mediocre at best. However, just like many other Nintendo experiences, much has changed for the better with paid Nintendo Switch Online in 2019. Besides having wireless NES controllers for NSO's retro library and 2 to 3 new games added in the library each month, not much actually happened with the service until the Nintendo Direct of February 2019.
In this presentation, much changed thanks to one title, Tetris 99, the first Battle Royale online Tetris experience which was exclusive and included in paid Nintendo Switch Online. All of a sudden, there was a reason beyond a growing number of NES games and, well, online play, to pay for the service, as this reinvention of Tetris took the world by storm and made Nintendo Switch Online automatically a better service. Then, not much happened. We got some more NES games, but it soon became clear that more and more of the titles proposed by Nintendo had little to no appeal. This can also be seen by the number of dislikes on these NES title update videos, and the ever-growing demand for expanding the service to also include SNES games in the comment section. On top of that, there was the matter of special deals that Nintendo boasted so loudly about prior to the launch of the service. Where were they? As beside a neat pair of wireless NES controllers, this promise had not been kept.
Just like what was the case with Tetris 99, the answer from Nintendo came in another Nintendo Direct, this time tied to Super Mario Maker 2 in May. The first big new Nintendo title that would require online membership to be playable, and Nintendo knew how to appeal to all of us with a special bundle. This bundle would give you the game and a 1-year subscription of Nintendo Switch Online for only $70. In the same Direct, they finally delivered on the special offers with the introduction of the Nintendo Switch Online Voucher program. This would allow members to purchase 2 select AAA titles from the Nintendo Switch eShop for $100 instead of $120. However, it is the inclusion of the SNES library to NSO and the 20 Super Nintendo games after the September Direct that has been the great highlight of the service. It doesn't come as a surprise, since for many, this marks the return of the Virtual Console just like it was in the beginning on the Wii U. That being, with NES and SNES games and the hope for Nintendo 64 games further down the line. Based on this short callback on the service, we can state that it has been gradually getting better, though this process has been painfully long and slow. Although, is Nintendo Switch Online finally worth $20 annually? Yes, and maybe even more. Here's why.
First and foremost, since you don't even have to pay $20 if you want to own and play Tetris offline. The reason is simple, as you can now buy the full game with an annual 1-year subscription of Switch Online included for $30. That is an amazing deal for an amazing game and this necessary service. So here's your advice. If you have been sitting on the fence, like me, or wonder how to renew your online subscription, get Tetris 99 physical. Now then, time to weigh on the rest of the service, beginning with online play. Compared to the services of PS Plus and Xbox Live Gold, it may not be much, but you can't deny that Nintendo is slowly but surely making Switch Online, despite its shortcomings, mandatory to experience and even play the many multiplayer games online, and Super Mario Maker 2 is nearly unplayable without it. So yes, the service lacks compared to the competition when it comes to dedicated service and many other features, so right alone for online play, I would say we may not make back our $20.
But what about the streaming service of NES and SNES combined? This is where things have changed drastically because of the inclusion of SNES games which, for the most part, have aged much more gracefully than NES games. The launch lineup, with one or two exceptions like Donkey Kong Country, includes all of the most important first-party games. These would be titles such as Super Mario World, A Link to the Past, Super Metroid, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, F-Zero, Star Fox, Pilot Wings, Kirby's Dream Course, and Dreamland 3. These and the other 10 launch games alone are worth more than $20 annually to play. Keep in mind this all comes on top of a large selection of NES games, so yes, there is your answer. Actually, let's stay with the NES and SNES library to begin answering this question, as with the launch of SNES games, Nintendo also announced that new games will not be added regularly once each month. In such a case, there is little disappointment tied to such an outcome. But then again, playing through all 20 of these games will take some time, so we can understand Nintendo's decision. In regards to the NES and SNES online service, I would say that the service is not a mess.
The same can be said about Tetris 99, which is still one of the biggest reasons to subscribe to Nintendo Switch Online. With the previously mentioned physical versions of the game, you both get the full version of the game to own, plus 1 year of Nintendo Switch Online. So for sure, here we have another win. Over to something which isn't as obvious, cloud saves, which has been a lifesaver for many Nintendo Switch owners, since who would like to lose hundreds of hours of save data from Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and soon enough Xenoblade Chronicles? None of us. The only problem is that cloud saves are still not available for a number of titles such as Splatoon 2, Pokemon Let's Go, and most notably Animal Crossing New Horizons. The last one of these have caused outrage, as Animal Crossing is a game franchise you can invest years into, and losing it all due to lack of cloud saves is horrifying. So in this regard, depending on how you look at it, it's still partially a mess, mostly due to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm still struggling to find one thing that is truly a mess with Nintendo Switch Online. Right, everyone's favorite voice chat app, Nintendo Switch Online.
Well, it sucks, and hopefully Nintendo realizes that we can voice chat directly from the Switch when playing Fortnite of all things. Perhaps it is now time to end the stupid app and give us real voice chat so it doesn't require one. Instead, have it built in the Switch and ready to use by only connecting a headset with a microphone. Whilst there are Bluetooth accessories that you can use for wireless headsets when the system is undocked, you are still doomed to use the dysfunctional voice app, which is still a complete and utter mess. Finally, we have the online membership special offers that, to this point, has limited itself down to a menu of 5 items. The first one, Tetris 99, has been covered well and extensively throughout this video, and is a very good special offer. It really is a tailor-made title for Nintendo Switch Online. Next, we have game vouchers for $99, which sound like a proper deal on paper, until you realise that Amazon and others often provide better deals. These are also physical releases, which also come with the benefit of future resale value. In addition, there is also the unique Splatoon in-game gear, and finally, the wireless Nintendo Entertainment System and Super Nintendo controllers.
No doubt, after a year there could have been more special offers, such as special deals in the Switch eShop or special system bundles. But overall, now with the dedicated SNES controllers, vouchers, and Tetris 99, there isn't much to complain about. No doubt, the special offers are definitely not a mess anymore, though they still have potential to get better in 2020. And that is the thing, Nintendo Switch Online in September 2019 is still not the most reliable, packed, or best online service out there. But for $20 per year, that will say the value we are paying for, we're getting what we deserve. On top of that, we need to remember that this is a service that continues to grow, perhaps slowly, but at least in the right direction. So the conclusion for now is that despite still having a disaster of a voice chat app and shortcomings when it comes to online stability, Nintendo Switch Online is no longer a mess, but rather a good service with a long list of playable games from both the NES and SNES. Cool special offers and potential to become a great service by the time the next Mario Kart drops, say sometime in 2020 or 2021.
As for improvements in the coming year, besides expanding the NES and SNES library, we really hope that Nintendo will also add cloud saves for games like Animal Crossing New Horizons. They should also work on the stability of the online experience and perhaps consider bringing dedicated servers in certain games. This, plus a few more frequent deals than what we've had so far. Even so, if you have been waiting or boycotting, this is the right moment to stop the protest. Go ahead and have fun with Tetris 99, NES, SNES games, and online in Mario Kart 8, Smash, Splatoon, along with Overwatch and many, many more. Nintendo Switch Online is here to stay and will only get better in the coming months and years. And there you have our take on Nintendo Switch Online in 2019. Please leave a like, and if you are new, make sure to subscribe and press that shiny notification bell to not miss any of our upcoming Nintendo Switch videos. Finally, a big thanks to all our patrons on patreon.com/commonrealm. You guys are all awesome. Oh, and while you're still here, be sure to check out our top 10 best upcoming video games for the Nintendo Switch, but also PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox One, and Project Scorpio, Stadia, and PC. We will see you all in the next video, which is a Zelda collab with Zeltec.